High stream.
And that's when I opened a fast food restaurant. Hello, guys. We're gonna name it GC's or us.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good evening, friends. How are you today? Tonight? Whatever.
How are you doing? I am currently thinking about pancakes because I'm hungry.
Oh man, Rick. Oh, why you go?
Man,
I swear this game is just really loud by default, even if I turn it all the way down.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's
it's
see.
manageable, but I
you
had
gotta
to
hear
turn
those
down.
gunshots.
Yeah, I had to turn down the Discord video to like 25%. They're clearly subscribed to the Christopher Nolan School of Audio Engineering.
Dude. Oh yeah, I gotta go Christmas shopping tomorrow too. That's the other thing too.
Oh yeah. I don't have to, cause I'm Jewish. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe the answer lies in the heart of the internet.
Why does the sound options no longer just take me directly to the sound mixer? Oh, there it is. Volume mixer. Cut Serious Sam's volume down to 25%. Now I might actually need to turn it up.
Fox says you don't have to get your Hanukkah. We do. But it's... Wait, who was that?
Ed Miller.
Oh, it's Miller. We do, but I just order stuff online because I suck. I don't go out because my family is kind of scattered these days. It's easier to just have stuff shipped direct to them.
I finally have a fully auto gun.
I can't even imagine like trying to brave Christmas shopping crowds.
Zombies.
Also, thank you, Kieran.
Oh. And sure moaning.
I have to do the zombie moaning noises because Doom did it.
I still think the best zombie noises were the ones from the original Resident Evil 2. Amazing how gory that Capcom was at that time.
GC was telling me before stream about he was playing Wizardry, a remake of the original '81 release, which I did not know was a thing.
Music gets overwhelming.
Amusingly, they were on their what was it, community hub, and they wanted to get people nominating for the Game Award. Listen, that's a little too early for that, though, to be honest. Especially because this game is pretty much for the nostalgia nuts out there. Which, of course, I'm one of them.
Yeah, I might. If it's on Steam, I might actually maybe check that out myself because I'm curious to see what a remake of a game from like 40 years ago would look like.
And when it's bugs all fixed and everything.
Hello? Now is my headphones working?
Hello.
There you are.
Yeah.
Hello.
There we go.
Burp.
Note to self, do not try to connect your Bluetooth headphones at the same time you're joining a Discord voice call, because then all of your audio settings get fucked.
You know, it's funny. That Windows is so fiddly about that. Like, I'll plug in anything. I'll have a Zoom call or something or whatever, and it'll be like, oh, well, you know what? We're going to change all the default audio devices and lower your volume to, like, 0. -5. And I'm like, nah, don't do that, Windows. And Windows is like, yeah, I'll do what I want.
Do that what?
That's what Windows sounds like, apparently.
Yeah, I'm Windows. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know how it is.
Me.
Yeah, meaning I'm gonna bash Windows.
We bash Windows because we have no other choice.
It's not the one all be all operating system.
I
Use.
refuse to figure out Linux.
Why? You don't like Linux?
Nah, I'm more just being facetious.
Oh, okay.
I just don't want to take the time to figure it out.
5. Well, okay, fine. Fair.
Okay, see, now all of a sudden I can believe that these are the Talos Principal devs, because that turret is literally the same exact one from
Yeah,
Talos
there's just
Principal
like
1.
a zillion of them. Okay.
It's
The shotgun's not going to chew through them fast enough.
No. it's
Oh,
not.
maybe you turn the turret back on. Yeah.
But Rick, don't you want to kill them all by yourself?
No.
Okay.
Alien hamburger. My favorite. Take 5.
I can't help but feel like he was talking like a wrestler just now.
We could bash Linux or Mac. Oh, bashing Mac is easy. That's why I don't need to do it. Nobody needs to be told that Mac is shitty. Walled gardens are never good, especially as a developer myself. Walled gardens fucking suck.
What do you mean by walled gardens?
So it means that, like, you have to, like, be a part of their system in order to gain access to any one thing. For example, if I wanted to make a Windows graphic driver, I would only need to interact with the Windows graphic driver system. Like, that's it. I wouldn't need to know about or join in or sign up for any other part of Windows development. If I want to do anything that even looks at a Mac device, then I have to, like, become a registered developer with them. I have to build an entire system for it. Like, it's too much.
Okay, fair enough.
Walled gardens are basically like, you can't approach this in a piecemeal fashion, and usually we have a price tag on even trying to work in our environment.
Would you have had to do that if you'd done like a Mac version of Under One Sky?
Yes, that is one of the reasons why I said we're not doing a Mac version, is because we need to get a Mac developer license.
Right, that's right.
Which I was just like, no. Linux, I literally press the button that says make build for Linux, and then I have a Linux version. Like, and there are enough people who just happen to run Linux or have Wine or whatever that we can have them test that and make sure it works.
I like Mac's operating system, but I can see why, from a dev perspective, that would be incredibly annoying.
Problem is, a lot of the people I have to work with when I'm working in a professional setting, they all use Macs because they're all using, like, they use Mac and all of its, like, design features and suites and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, it's so tough because they don't want to leave. because they're already bought into it so much, and they're just like, well, why would I exit now? I've already been paying $300 a year for all of my, Adobe Suite license stuff. Why stop now?
Mm.
Man, Sam, how can we get to fight scorpions? Yeah.
Oh, I'll take it right back. I return.
Boop, 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 boop. Do, 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 do. Oh, okay. Oh, this is definitely a Counter-Strike map.
Is it?
It does feel like.
It does feel like it, yeah. Everywhere is a building.
You're right. Buildings don't happen in the real world.
That's basically my experience of Counter-Strike. It's like, where's the wide open space? Look, everywhere is a wall. There's walls over there. Walls over there. Non-stop walls. Walled in strike.
GC's just telling us he's never been to a Mediterranean city. He's
say
never
this-
seen a Middle Eastern town where this is just what they look like.
Yeah, no, it's like there are places like this in all over Europe, like especially like Spain. And we should ask Maxie. Maxie, he can probably tell you. But this just happens. It's like different mentality as far as like townland, I guess. Like
It's-
the whole. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's just funny. If that's the mentality, I probably already experienced just like playing a video game.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what real life is like.
I like this kind of like urban layout, but it's harder to get around just because no grid.
Dismissed.
The papa. Thanks, let's smash anything.
Oh, yeah, there, buddy.
Wait, so get down here so I can hammer you.
When you see that one spider on the bathroom wall.
Damn.
Shotgun says, isn't the developer of Lethal Company a furry?
Yes.
Is that... Yeah? Okay.
Oh, you mentioned that on one stream one time, right? Hmm.
Developer's name is Zeekers. I've never heard of this person.
Whoosh.
But a bunch of people follow them, apparently. That I know. That's funny. Thought I knew all the furries. Every single one. I counted them. What's wrong?
Scientific fact.
Do you know this Zeekers, Miller?
No, I don't. But Jonas,
What?
how could you not know everybody? You're in a Vivian Madrano video. That means you're popular and you know everybody.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not there because I'm, super down with Vivzy.
That's right.
She did like a YCH thing
Quinn,
for a bunch of folks in the
Chopper's
crowd
recon.
scene, and I had to jump
Garrett's
in on it.
gone.
He made it out?
Negative.
Shit. Okay, well, we've been able to decipher the tablets Professor Stein was working on. It seems like...
Quinn, I'm gonna have to get back to you in a second.
Sam, what's going on?
Hey! Get the hell off my ride!
Oh, wait a minute, I thought your ride was ruined. Oh. Oh, that is a
Doesn't
thing.
seem to have a health bar yet.
I'm gonna need
Guessing that
something
game is the new Phasmophobia, says Astroth. Yeah, kind of. It's definitely the flavor of the month multiplayer variety streamer gaff stuff.
Miller, is that mild disinterest I detect in your voice?
I feel like the reason we haven't played it yet is because Rick doesn't want to be a trend chaser.
I'm fine with I'm fine with playing it.
Part of my brother tried it out because
So
he's a
we
big
also
fan.
had, Risk of Rain Returns. We wanted to do that.
Oh yes, definitely that. And the other thing, my brother tried it out because he's a big fan of those kind of games too. But he's not sure why. He refunded it after a couple of days. But
I caught
Okay.
I caught a little bit of it on Netflix Rage's stream. It looks okay.
it does look okay.
It'd be interesting because I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos about it, and so I know the what most of the monsters are and how you're supposed to react to them. But it'd be interesting to I don't know, have me be the guy in the ship trying to coordinate stuff, and then
You could be the guy in the chair.
I could be the guy in the chair.
Be the guy in the truck.
You could say, Miller, save me, and I have to hit the teleport button.
Funny enough, there's actually something like that in Phasmophobia as well. It's pretty funny. But somebody could sit in the truck. Everybody goes in the house with their cameras on, and they're like, "Here's a ghost." And Jones is like, "Hey, that Rick's on a ghost." Oh, he's dead.
Wait, why is it me?
Because you're the camera guy.
Well, that's true.
That'd
fair.
be funny.
Jonas would be the one that would be like, I hear a noise as he's just sprinting through the hallways. He's like, that's a funny noise, and then dies.
J Scoop.
Oh, there's a beeping sound, and there's this red glow on the floor. I wonder what that is. Meanwhile, someone else in the facility just hears a dull boom.
Look, I know my role. You don't want me on point. You don't want me on the front line or melee, unless I'm Akron, in which case I'm actually good at it. but which is the only exception apparently.
Meanwhile,
Go ahead, ZZ.
no, I was going to make a scenario. Keep going.
You want GC on the front line because GC's good at fisticuffs.
GC is expendable.
Oh no!
I'm not just
Is that what you're
expendable.
gonna say, Jonas?
No, I was
Is that why
gonna
you're
s-
suggesting him go forward?
I was gonna say he's good at fisticuffs.
I'm not just going to be fisticuffs. I am just like, I'm pure instinct.
Lethal Company is not really a fisticuffs game. You can't really. I mean, you can kill the monsters, but like that's not really the point of the game. If you encounter a monster, basically your one and only way to interact with them is to run.
Basically with me, it's like it's when I walk into a room and I'm saying, "Wait, is there immediate danger in here?" And everybody, and then when I say, "See," I say, "Okay, yes, there is immediate danger." I scream at it, chuck things at it while running away in the best possible fashion ever.
You can get a melee weapon, like you can find one in levels. It's like a broken street sign or something that you can swing at enemies. But most of the enemies kill you in one hit, and it takes like more than 10 hits to kill them. So the only way you can really do that is if you get them like stuck on the geometry in some way.
See, that's honestly that is not something I mean,
So again, it's like you can fight them, but it's very clearly not the intention of the game design.
yeah. I do like the idea though, when they get the idea that someone can sit at the escape helicopter while everybody else goes in there, while they're there monitoring everything. That was one of the things that got me into Phasmophobia in the first place, because I was like the truck guy. I was there.
Yeah, as Finger says, Shovel is meant for hoarders, spiders, and halves. So hoarders are things that will try to grab treasure and walk away with it, so you just like knock the treasure out of their grip. Spiders are things that will grab onto people's heads, and again, you use the shovel just to knock them off the person rather than actually killing them. Like that's what your melee attacks are meant to be used for, is meant to like stop one of the smaller enemies from doing the thing they're doing,
Right.
rather than actually defeating anything.
Come to think of it, you can buy equipment in that game for your crew, right?
Can you?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can buy a few things. I think it's like, there's 2 flashlights, there's a jetpack, there's a shovel, there's a walkie-talkie, stuff like that.
But anyway, yeah. I'm the analyst. You want me? You want me? You want me in the middle somewhere, providing support.
Speaking of which, that's near I was thinking of. Jonas is there, he's at the truck, eating a burger. He's watching all 3 modders. It's Miller, Rick, and me. We go in the house. GC gets eaten by a ghost, and Jonas just goes, "Oh, guys, just so you know, GC got eaten by a ghost."
I mean, I would make an effort to keep everyone apprised of the situation, but I mean, I can do mission control if I need to.
Oh, yeah, like
It depends on the game.
it's actually pretty fun at first. Like, because one of the things in fact, Phasmophobia, one of the advantages of having somebody at the truck is not only because they can give information out, but because you're reducing the sanity level of yourself as well, so less ghost hunts. But yeah, it's pretty cool at first, especially it's like Jonas beat at the Scooby the murder machine, Mystery Machine.
The mystery machine, not the murder machine.
Jeez, especially how long I see Scooby Doo.
Ash Trout says emotional support. Well, I prefer logistic support, although I will attempt to be supportive if people need it. Rick, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
How was that? Was that pretty supportive?
Here's your own Andy says, in the meantime, GC as a ghost is breaking out the coffee mugs. That's right, you can actually, as a ghost, pick up coffee mugs. That's right, I forgot about that. That's hilarious. if Jonas dies, he'll be stacking coffee mugs all in one corner or something.
That's true. No human being would ever stock coffee mugs in this fashion. It's gotta be a ghost!
What kind of ghost stacks coffee mugs into a corner? It's funny too because when I was playing live games on Phasmophobia, I was wondering if the game was glitched out because there were suddenly items being thrown out. I realized, oh wait, that's the players. They're chucking things at me. See, the thing is, it's actually pretty cool. But one of the things of Phasmophobia is that it's very fun playing it with local chat, but the problem is, of course, when somebody dies, they have only one way to communicate with you. They just grab things and chuck them at you. And
I see. I see what you're saying, yeah.
so, the problem is, what are you trying to communicate to you? That's the problem. Sometimes...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, you were saying?
I was gonna, do you have to use the local chat system when you play the game? Like, is it part of the game to do that?
It is. You don't have to, but it's definitely recommended because the ghosts can hear you talk, and they can do some very. I read that there's like over 100,000 voice commands in the game. Although we don't know what triggers all
Now,
of them.
GC, you're talking about Phasmophobia, right?
Yes.
Okay. Feel like that wasn't established.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw.
You keep talking about ghosts, and I'm just like, Lethal Company does not have ghosts.
I knew what
No
GC
time to
meant.
talk.
Yeah, I saw a trigger conversation to that. Yeah, I know. I apologize if I didn't make it clear, but it was. But yeah, the thing is, like, it's the ghost can react to certain commands positively or negatively, depending on how you phrase it or even say it. And there are certain words that he doesn't like, and I think there's a list of it somewhere. But also depends on the ghost that's haunting us.
So does it do like speech recognition or something? Is that how that whole thing works?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Of course, swear words trigger a lot of monsters.
Really?
Also. Yes.
That's awesome.
One of the things I'm hoping that if we ever played someday, someone just shouts out Kevin Benders and decided to piss off the ghost. That would be hilarious. This box. A ghost is still a ghost and Lethal Company, Miller. What is this? The ghost of the elusive trash panda.
Haunting your garbage.
Stealing all the loot. Wait a minute, is that the Scorpion King? Is that the Rock?
Do you see him having bad flashbacks to like 2000s era CGI now? Why would you do that?
Dwayne the God Johnson. Sorry, Dwayne the Demigod Johnson.
Nice.
Dwayne the Game Johnson.
Stone, do you copy? We were.
Can it wait? I'm still working on securing.
See, I wonder if for the
No time to talk.
Moana live action movie, how they're gonna have that work with Dwayne's existing tattoos.
Well, I mean,
And,
okay.
and like, is everything that what's his face gonna wear? Is that all gonna be temporary tattoos that Dwayne wears, or is he gonna get like an actual tattoo that ties into the movie?
Okay, here's the thing. It's Disney. If they could probably just put a bunch of dots on him and then just, do like a mesh transform and just map it right onto his body or something. I mean, and they could, using the same effects, they could just edit out what they don't need. So, I mean, that's what I would guess. They're probably do something like that. I have, like, zero desire to see any of the live-action remakes. I'm sorry.
Don't blame you.
How would you apologize for that?
Why
Yeah,
am I
I don't think that's a
apologizing for that?
controversial opinion.
Yeah, what the hell, huh? Why are you getting on my case, internet? How dare you?
How dare you accuse
How
me of
dare
that
you.
being bad, straw man I invented?
Yeah, that's right. Get out of my face. Stupid straw man. So, try not to the Bot Jones was haunting all my coffee and Rubik's Cube. By the way, that's Rubik's with a K. Thank you. I'm going to be trying a little bit of a reward system for myself when into 2024, where if I get a whole bunch of stuff done on a good week, I'll like order myself. I have a list of like coffee roasters that supposedly are really good. I'm gonna like order a bag for myself from one of them every time I reach like some sort of milestone.
You are a pain, but I got a painkiller.
I don't go through a bag a week, so that's probably not. It probably won't be that often, but more like a bag every 2 weeks.
Stop dodging. Stop dodging.
Stupid man copter.
Okay. That happened.
Crap, I don't know what you're doing.
50 rockets. Okay, you definitely got them now.
Rocket launcher. Accepts no substitutes.
Yeah, that's not exactly securing the helicopter now, Sam.
Wow.
Come in, HQ. The bird is secured.
I'm not even going to ask.
Good call.
But I need to bring you up to speed on what we've gotten out of the tablets Professor Stein was working on. They seem to indicate that there's a secret chamber inside the Great Pyramid. I want you to head that way. I'll get a chopper out to you.
Forget it. There isn't a man alive that can fly a chopper in here and survive. Anyway,
We've already lost, like, what, 3 helicopter pilots?
What do you mean? There's aliens all over the place. It's...
And you seen how
He's not wrong.
this game's put Resident Evil copter pilots to shame, actually.
Does anyone else find it weird how he's talking in a way that feels like he'd be making a lot of big mouth and jaw movements, but he's kind of like he's making very like his mouth only opens a little bit, like maybe, you know. I'm just saying, it's weird. Okay, it's weird in this otherwise.
I mean, this game that uses recycled assets has not the greatest voice acting animation ever. Say it ain't so.
Very disappointed. See me after class.
Hey, baby, was your daddy a pilot? Because you are really
Well, that sure is.
ugly.
Look, it's not sexual. It's fine.
No,
Game's already marked as mature. It's fine.
yeah.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Thought so.
Wow.
When the doves cry, bang, 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 bang.
Well, that sort of reminds me of the heart piece from Wizardry 8, actually. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. I put the remake on my wish list. It's all your fault, GC. How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can make me kill me on your first, as your first character.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I was telling GC, like, that was a game me and my dad played. By that, I mean, Dad played it, and he would occasionally be like, which way should I go, kiddo? You know, and, that might be, you know, I vividly remember the green Apple II graphics, so I think seeing the remake might be fun for me.
I should just mention this, but my cousin from Alberta was the guy that actually got me into RPGs when I was just 5 or 6. I was playing all these I was playing, of course, the action games back then, because that's what everybody thought kids played these days, like Kung Fu, Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, all those cool games.
There's enough Sam
Good
for
times.
everyone.
Jaguar, Contra,
Yes, sir.
and who could forget Double Dragon? And then suddenly my cousin comes in and says, "Hey, did you play this game? It's Final Fantasy."
What was Final Fantasy? 87? The first
I
one?
think it was 90...
Was it the 90?
1988?
87. No, it was 87. Yeah.
1987, okay.
Yeah.
But he was the guy that kept on buying the RPGs, and of course, me being curious and wondering what's all this math that we're doing. I was like, "Ooh, this is pretty fun." All these cool spells. The green, this green-haired fella. Well, it was actually blue, but I thought for some reason I thought it was green back then.
I did not have the maturity for RPGs at that age.
Oh.
I still don't. Oh, okay. But looking back at it, I appreciate. I appreciate it retroactively.
Absolutely. I'm done with World of Warcraft. I'm getting back on the RPG train just because I missed it so much.
Oh, yeah?
But yeah, let me see. What games did he tempt me over? Oh yes, of course, Dragon Warrior back then for Nintendo, which was actually Dragon Quest. Let's see.
I remember seeing ads for that one.
Monstrous is not gonna lie, but Danroos should be trash animals. What? What? No! Danroos are not trash animals. Aren't they? Don't they have some kind of like utopia or something? I don't quite remember the world building.
It's fine. It doesn't actually matter.
I Google and then I searched for Danru on FA. And I'm definitely not going to share the image I found, but here I'll link it to you.
Uh oh. Jonas.
No, you gotta do this. 1 second.
How big of a G's do I need to give you once I see this?
So big.
So very, very big.
Jeez!
I mean, what the hell? So you scroll down and it's like, oh, okay.
Why does this even come up with Danru?
I don't know, but
Jonas, why?
now you've seen it. You've shared the misery with me.
Ugh.
Yay!
Where's the bleach? Let me go dunk my face.
Oh,
Wait,
come
wait.
on. This can't be the weirdest thing you've ever seen on FA.
Doesn't have to be.
It's true. It doesn't have to be the worst thing ever to be bad. It's still bad.
That's fair.
There's like, there's very little on my table already, but this is bad.
Boxer, it's because you keep misspelling it. It's Danroo. Danroo.
Well, yeah, that's what
Not Daru.
Did I?
No. Boxer keeps misspelling it. He keeps forgetting the N.
Yeah. Don't search for it. Don't do it. You'll be sorry. Or I don't know. Somebody's probably gonna be into this. But anyway.
Well, now that you said that, now everybody's going to FA and looking.
No, don't do it. Don't. All right, fine. Can't stop you. Free will.
Sorry.
We've proven that free will exists.
Ashley says, I've seen weirder today. Yep, now chat's saying they're finding it. Great, thanks, Jonas.
Yay! From the travel agency for all the weirdness tourism.
The weirdest tour is back again.
No, it's just after this long in fandom, God, almost 30 years, I'm just completely inured against everything. There's nothing, well, not nothing, but there's very little that phases me anymore.
Rick is trying desperately to see if he can get on this ledge. You think gonna be good for anything?
So, yeah, we crack top 10.
Oh, maybe.
You know, I remember this time around 2002 where I was.
Isn't there something up here? It was up there.
I was working for a guy doing web design. Really, really nice guy named Mike. Who he knew I was into first, so I don't remember how it came up, but he was aware of it, and he was asking me about it, and I was trying to explain it to him, and he was like, "Show me the weirdest thing you can find." I'm like, "Mike, are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, show me the weirdest thing you can find." I'm like, "And you're okay with whatever I find?" He's like, "Yeah, no, it's fine. Show me. It can't be that weird. Show me the weirdest thing." And I'm like, I go through VCL and I found oh, this picture, and I was really embarrassed about it. It was mild, and he was like, "That's nothing." And he wanted to see weirder, and like at the time I didn't know where to find the really weird stuff. In fact, I'm not even sure there was that much at that time, but this was before Fur Affinity. But I just remember that, like, he was just like, he wasn't into it, like, he wasn't furry himself, he wasn't even like remotely, but it was as though he wanted to like just see how bad it got so he could, scoff at it. It was so awkward. That's not the thing you want.
See, I'd be worried about something like that if you say he's not furry and he's looking for the weird stuff, because that sounds to me like he has this like self opinion that furries are gross and weird, and he's just now trying to find a reason to support it.
Well, no, he's
like, I have this opinion, it has to be this, but I can't actually find any reason for it, so now I need to invent a reason.
Well, no, he'd never heard of the subculture. Apparently, me being into it was the first he'd ever heard of it. Although he was gay, and he was apparently at one point had been part of the scene. He was about late 50s, early 60s when I worked for him. He might not even be around anymore. But I think he was just kind of like, he was curious to see just how he was like comparing, you know what I mean? Like, is this going to be as weird as other things I've been exposed to outside of the fandom?
Nothing says, "Honey, I'm home." Like
that was the impression I got. I could be completely wrong.
Honey, I'm
Where did he get those explosives? I guess I have them now.
Jesus Christ, Sam, do you have to blow everything up?
As a matter of fact, I do.
I like how we're dealing with an alien invasion, and that's what you calls them out on. Can't believe you're using explosives to deal with these unearthly menaces.
Is there anything else over here? Double barrel shotgun.
Of course, every FPS has to have a double barrel shotgun with wooden furniture, no matter how sci-fi or ancient the game is. You'll be playing 13th century China and there will be a double barrel shotgun somewhere in there. You'll be playing a sci-fi game in the 27th century where everyone has laser guns, and you will also be using a wooden stock double barrel shotgun. It's just, it is eternal. It is the perfect gun.
Still feel like I should take down the bony guys in one.
We have been.
You guys have way too much health.
It's impossible for me to click those not to be informed by American action movies from the last 40, 50 years. It's just.
Why don't we just more barrels or rotating barrels? I mean, there are ones that have more barrels. There are 3-barreled shotguns, but the third barrel is usually a rifle barrel.
What was that
There's
conversation? Go ahead, sorry.
They're specifically for hunting. They're meant to be like, you use the rifle to hunt deer, and then you have the 2 shotgun barrels in case you get attacked by wildlife.
What was that conversation you were having with like Greg in the series about auto guns, like the spinning ones, and how they
Oh, that was
minigun?
yeah,
the
it was
miniguns,
me and
yeah.
Rick were talking about that.
those were out there.
Yeah, we were talking about how video game miniguns are not realistic because video game miniguns, they take like 2 seconds to wind up,
Poor baby.
and then they don't start firing until they're completely up to speed. And it's just like, no, the second any of the barrels reaches the 12 o'clock position, it fires. Does not matter how fast the barrel's spinning. Even if you're moving the barrel by hand, it would still fire as soon as you move the barrel to the 12 o'clock position.
Gotcha.
And the amount of time it takes the barrels to go from stopped to full speed is like half a second. Like, real video game miniguns do not work, or real life miniguns do not work in the way that the TF2 minigun works. The thing is, basically every video game works the same way as the TF2 minigun.
I have never shot one, so I'll have to take your word for it.
I mean, I've never shot one either, but
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I pay attention to and listen to firearms experts who talk about this because I appreciate. I don't want a firearm, but I appreciate firearms from a mechanical engineering perspective.
Right, yeah.
So things like the minigun are very interesting because they are a very unique engineering approach. And also, so you could be like, haha, it funny. Company that make washing machine also make burr. Turns out General Electric, they know how to make a thing spin. What that thing is doesn't matter, it just spins. That's all that matters.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, the same company that makes your washing machine also makes the Vulcan minigun that's on the AC-10 Warthog.
Huh. I'm not a big gun enthusiast myself, but my brother is, and we've done. We've gone out a couple of times to like, blow up watermelons and stuff. I like having the desert.
The GAU 8. Which aircraft is the Vulcan gun then?
M61 Vulcan, 6-barrel.
It's just like a normal.
Oh,
It's just the mass. The Vulcan is just the mass used minigun that's on several different aircraft. It's not the big one.
right.
AC-10, A-10. Look, man, I don't get all the acronyms perfectly correct all the time. I'm sorry. Look, I say AC-10 Warthog. You know what I mean.
Well, let's not pug with that guy again.
Yes, the Gout 8 Avenger is the gigantic rotating barrel gun that the entire Warthog is built around. They started with the gun and then built the aircraft around that.
Hey, what's the aircraft that we need to build to lift this gigantic fucking gun?
Turns out it's a plane that has twin turbo engines, and they need to be really high up because otherwise the engines, if the engines were on the wings, they would choke on the gun's exhaust fumes. And the gun would fall out of the air if it started firing. Even now, with the engines where they are, you can't fire for more than a few seconds, otherwise A, the plane will stall because the recoil will make it just stop moving in the air, and B, the engines will choke on the exhaust fumes. Pilots say it is very noticeable when you're flying the plane and you fire the weapon, even for like 3 seconds, your velocity plummets because the recoil is just making you stop in midair.
Wow, that's crazy.
I see you got the elephant gun.
Okay, that does kill the skellies in one hit. It just has to be completely point blank.
Please tell me it's the same gun from Tremors. I'm about to look it up right now, actually.
That was a Belgian-made William Moore and Company 8-gauge shotgun. Tremors. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Here, put a picture in off topic. It's a Gout 8 sit next to a Beetle.
That's bonkers. It doesn't even look real.
The ammo drum itself is like the size of the car. Never mind the like 12-foot barrels.
Hey, at least you scared them.
It makes me want to design more ships for the HC game.
Oh, come on.
Do it!
Do it. Well, I mean, it's funny because you want to make stuff look like past designs of weapons, but yeah, because that's what you're drawing on.
Wow, that's way too big of a position.
Future weapons wouldn't necessarily look that way, you know?
I mean, I feel like there's some... In pulpy sci-fi, there's some expectation that that is a thing that's going to happen. I think people look at Star Wars and they are just like, yeah, that's how it works. Because literally every gun in Star Wars is just like a World War II gun with some extra bit thrown on.
Right. I actually wanted to do more with the engine block in the back of Sarah's ship, but there just wasn't any time, and there wasn't really any need either. I was looking at little you can buy packs of Greebles online on Gumroad, and then just throw them into a 3D model and be like, put the dude up here and have it sticking out over there, and there was just no need, you know. It was just.
I would suggest you look into how to do, is it line or cable modifiers?
Oh yeah,
those are going to be very effective for being able to add like pipes and cabling and stuff to the surface of things.
I haven't used it much, but there's one called Cable Rater, which I actually have installed, and I'll poke at it at some point. There's also a bunch that you can use to make like sci-fi corridors and like the kind of like sort of pushed in bevel sort of look like like Star Trek, the Enterprise corridors, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. There's a plugin called Mesh Machine. There's one called I made a whole ass list somewhere. I love stuff like that.
Syrian says it's part of what made Star Wars aesthetic stand out. It felt more real because everything looked like it was built at a factory.
Right.
Because most of the base models they were using were built at a factory.
Yeah. Do we have a Dan Roo?
No, we have a Guru.
Oh.
Get over Roo.
Guru West is just done with all this shit. He's not having it.
Guru West wants to get back to his opera showing that he was going to see. Starring Chester.
Chester A. Arthur?
Yes, that Chester.
Yeah.
I feel like now it just, like, because of Chester, it has to be canon that the Guru listened to opera.
Headcanon accepted. Actual canon accepted.
Astro says, I'm just waiting for the moment we get a Roo Roo. Isn't that just West?
It's West, but it's like recursive fractal West.
What West?
Mendel brought West.
Oh my god. It's Roo's all the way down.
Sonic West is a real
Infinitely
hedgehog.
tesslates on itself.
You know, that's something. That'd be something funny on Hedgehog Day. Everybody's like Sonic West, and it's real. It's just a hedgehog.
Is Hedgehog Day like? Is it like one of those international animal holidays, or is it actually like a specific Sonic thing?
It's an actual holiday, if I remember.
Okay, that's cool.
Don't check.
No, they have like there's a bunch of these. There's like International Ferret Day, and like I mean I don't know how like widely accepted they are. But
Sorry, I'm looking this up, and I love the like first two lines of this thing. Hedgehog Day is a Roman holiday. Now, hedgehogs are native to North America, but I'm just like, okay.
Okay.
Yes, we do remember those ancient Roman bacchanalias celebrating the hedgehog.
Yeah.
They put them up on little litters and carried them to the city. then they put them on the altar and bad things happen. Anyway,
Internet, why you always like this? Why you always just gotta say bullshit for bullshit reasons?
I love it. Except when I'm trying to do actual research, then I hate it. But most of the time I love it.
Now, I'm not saying that Canadians live in igloos, but
You ever seen those ice hotels? I don't know if like I know that there's some in like Scandinavia where they're just it's so cold that like the walls are made out of ice, and you can book like an ice suite, which I guess is probably sounds better on paper.
so for bites, it seals the heat.
Well, here, let me see if I can find this. Hold on.
Let's see if the Romans had known about hedgehogs, they would have made a holiday for them. If the Romans had known about hedgehogs, they would have had part of the challenges in the Colosseum would be like lie down on a bed of hedgehogs and roll across them.
That'd be amazing. I want to see that in a movie. Like, I
That's
want
something up there.
to see that in like a
Yep.
gladiator movie. Like, you're so tough. Spartacus, roll over these hedgehogs. They're all just like lined up perfectly.
See, now I'm imagining like a stupid sci-fi B movie where it's like scientists have created this sort of thing and now it's run amok. But it's like you find a guy who's at like a roadside circus or something, and he does the like lying on a bed of nails, but he does it with hedgehogs. But then like one of his hedgehogs gets replaced by this like mutated, poisonous, cancerous hedgehog, and then the guy lies down on it and it like kills him instantly.
Miller, I think you should make that movie.
I don't think that movie deserves to be made.
That could be your.
I think that movie deserves to die in my brain.
Too bad you have spoken it into the world.
Damn it.
Miller presents Mutant Hedgehog.
Way too easy to.
Starring Danny Trejo. What the fuck is wrong with this hedgehog?
Gotta kill these hedgehogs with my machete.
I got the cannon early.
Oh, that was good.
You got the cannon.
Where's your ship?
But it's not canonical.
It's expanded universe. Or extended universe or whatever. You can see it on Rick Plus.
Is that what his Patreon is called?
Something like that.
Rick Plus.
See, I thought it was called From the Archives.
God, I'm picturing your movie is made by like the Asylum, Miller. You know?
Don't call it my movie. I don't want my name attached to this at all.
Yeah. Oh, okay, you're going Alan Smith. Yeah, I see how it is.
It's going to be called Miller's movie.
I will write it, or I will direct it under a pseudonym.
Come on, Miller. Don't you want everybody to see your masterpiece?
Yes, but that would not be my masterpiece.
See, but that's the thing, though. You do that, and then you go on to like fame, and you know.
Yeah, I get famous for that, and then I keep trying to make like Artur movies, and they never work out. And I'm just remembered forever as the guy who made the Hedgehog movie. Yeah,
like you go to cons and like
I'm just constantly upset and disappointed in myself that that's what my legacy will be.
You know,
is the fucking Hedgehog movie that I didn't even try on.
They're giving you an interview and you're like explaining your latest masterpiece, and they're like, "So, what about the Hedgehog movie?"
And they're like, "So, the studio that owns the rights to it now says they're gonna make Hedgehog 3. Are you gonna be involved in that?" And you're just like, "No, I sold that because I don't want to touch it anymore. There's a reason I don't have the rights."
Amazing.
It's like the song, what does the Fox say? Oh, the guy who made that song just is extremely upset that it got famous. I feel like there's going to be a couple actors who are like that too. I know that Daniel Radcliffe is definitely living with that. Where he's just like, literally doesn't matter what else I do, I am just Harry Potter to most people. Adam Driver, same thing, where he's just like, yeah, I'm like trying to do like Artur movies now because, you know, I have Disney money, so I don't need to work for the rest of my life, so now I'm doing it for the craft. But then nobody knows me as anything other than Kylo Ren. Oh, cannonballs.
Did you say cannonballs or cannibals?
Cannonballs.
Yes.
Cannonballs.
Okay.
Let me get up there. Let's see.
Jeez, Joe, I didn't think you were thinking cannibalism this early in the game.
Well, I'm a little peckish, you know.
Well, Rick, what you clearly need to do is you need to use your detonate bombs for bomb boost.
No, Rick,
Or that.
Don't do the rocket jump.
Ow.
Vertically propel yourself up with explosions. That's how that works. Just like, really
In this day and age, no way.
in this time of year? Love
only
lies
there were-
entirely in your kitchen?
If only there was a game out there would teach us the fine art of rocket jumping.
At this time of year, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
You know what? I realized the other day, if Team Fortress 2 did that skit, Soldier would be
There we go.
no, it would be the sniper as Skinner and Soldier as Chalmers. You know, these American burgers look like the kind of things I saw in Australia. These fighters like, God, no, that's just something my parents made. Good old Australian bar, good old American parents that made.
I'm sure somebody's done a TF2 parody.
Oh, I'm sure they did. Just haven't found it yet. There's so many videos of that parody out there. It's unbelievable. I love it. I always still can't. A lot of YouTube videos out there with memes, and I still can't believe how a lot of the good ones are ones that people overlooked. To be honest with you, when you look back at it, like the it's over 9,000. That was one. Let me see, and the well, of course, we're talking about all the time. The burgers. Let's see what else. Yeah, should roll a list now. But there actually is quite a bit out there. I noticed that they're like that though. Means that people overlooked and got better over time.
Hello, Pew246, who asks, how is everyone? I'm doing okay.
I'm doing good.
It's a week.
It was all a good week until GC's dungeon crawling team got slaughtered on a Friday night. That's the best way I can describe it. All that week down the drain. But it was fun.
Nice. I've been playing a lot of Risk of Rain Returns. I unlocked a couple artifacts. I have not beaten the game solo yet, but I've made it to about the 6th or 7th area on my own, all by myself. Using it.
Come get Sam.
Oh yeah, I've been drawing a bunch of shit, but none of it's ready yet.
I was gonna say, I hope you're also keeping up on your commissions and not just playing video games.
I am. No, what I do is I've learned to just like let my, like I just do like timed breaks now where I play a little bit of that and I go for like an hour and then I play a little more and then like sometimes I just need it a little bit. Like I don't go too long, but I can burn out if I go too long on just missions.
But Jonas, if you don't burn out, how do you know you really gave it your all? Really, the only way to know you're putting in all your effort is to do it until you physically collapse.
You won't know you all go out until they check your corpse.
I definitely have a healthy internalized sense of work ethic. Definitely no problems here whatsoever.
Yay! Didn't they used to have like on Think Geek back when that was a thing? They would have like extra caffeinated coffee and like caffeine mints and all kinds of like caffeinated stuff that you could get for coders.
You say that like that isn't still a thing.
Is that still a thing?
I guess the difference is now it's not caffeine. It's usually like Adderall or what have you. Even for people who aren't diagnosed, they still take it as a stimulant and like motivation rectifier.
Right. Well. I can't do all-nighters anymore. I can do late-nighters, but not all-nighters. My body will let me know when it's time to stop.
It's time to stop. I can't do a filthy prank. I wish I could. It's time to stop. I can't read it raspy.
Like these days, I can go.
There's our favorite book.
I can go to about 1 a.m. And after that, I'm useless.
This will be Rick's new emotion.
Syrian says, does Miller need to be forcibly blanket burritoed for his own mental health? No, it's fine. You guys want more transitions. Like you like the animations? I'll make more animations. Just say you like me.
Old Barb like burrito. Okay, we like you. Make more animation.
Okay.
Also, make it. Also, we need a Mac version by Christmas.
By Christmas?
By
It's a little under 3. It's 2.5 weeks.
Miller.
Could be possible.
Miller, come on.
Asasfine says, I didn't know these guys came from this series. Yep, they've been in here from the beginning.
Real monsters.
There's the there's the real monsters. See?
Yeah, it works. 1-1. Why don't the bombs explode when you... Well, I guess they do explode. Whatever.
The bombs are part of their body. The bombs only go off when they actually die.
But the bombs are part of their body?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, that makes as much sense as anything else in this game.
You know, I'm still annoyed at the exploding bugs in Core Keeper. It's like, yeah, that's something that would evolve.
Oh yeah, I don't usually like mortar enemies in games. I consider them kind of lazy design.
I mean, I get why, it's an effective challenge, but it's like, what?
See, usually I consider it a effective spite, where it's just like, oh, we gave the player too many tools, and now they can overcome every challenge easily. We're gonna make an effect that says, oh, even if you do kill them, you still get hurt anyway. Haha, got you. And it's just like, cool, now you've ruined the mechanic that you're trying to do the best on and trying to make feel the best. Real fun.
Sasfine asked, does this game have a story?
Yes. It does have a story. It also doesn't really matter that much.
I mean,
It is very much a John Carmack sort of story. Do you know the John Carmack quote?
No, but go ahead.
Story in video games is like story in porn. You expect it to be there, but it doesn't need to be very good. That was what he said of Doom when that game first came out.
Yeah. I don't mind stories in video games. I think all of the, like, feels-heavy games from like Undertale forwards have actually, done really interesting stuff with stories in game, in-game narratives, I should say. But like, it's not. I don't. It doesn't. It. I can have a game where if there's a great mechanic, then I'm fine with there not really being a story. I mean, Tetris.
But what if great mechanic and story?
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. But what I'm saying is, like, the story's not a requisite. If a story makes 0 sense, but I like the mechanic, that's okay for me,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like anybody who's ever watched a card game anime feels the same way.
I mean, I'm a big fan of, like, Gainax anime, and their stuff tends to start out making sort of sense, and then it just goes,
Uh-huh.
it goes somewhere. And, I'm just like, oh yeah, let's go.
Well, it's because they are the people who, in the comments of other animes, would be like, well, if they have this power, why wouldn't they just do this, and this, and this? And, the person would respond, because that would fucking break the story. And then the guy next people were like, well, what if we did it anyway and broke the story, huh?
It's kind of funny.
And then they do that.
Yeah, they sort of address that in Gurren Lagann. Like,
You're like, his characters have superpowers, like, why would they not abuse them? Why would they not just, like, do all these insane, crazy things just because they can, and then make a wild, crazy story where things make a lot less sense? But you know what? That's the story. That is the development of the characters.
I mean, Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball. Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't. It starts with Journey to the West as a loose framework, and then just kind of does its own thing.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And it works because
I mean, my opinion of it is basically when it was supposed to be like, Journey to the West with Dragon Ball, and tournament fighting, yeah. In fact, he never really dropped the tournament fight aspect, which I still like. Big goes like, why am I even at this tournament? You're all like godlike.
Gurren Lagann becomes enjoyable when you realize that it knows its premise is silly and it doesn't care. Yeah. Like, I'm even thinking the Brand New Animal, the furry one that they did, also did the similar thing where, like, it started out as, like, a detective story and, like, had these interesting things. And then the last 2 episodes are just, like, giant, glowing, transforming characters fighting each other in this big kaiju battle over good versus evil.
I didn't actually like Brand New Animal as much as I thought I would. When I first saw Mashiro design, I'm like, oh, okay, sure, yeah, let's do it. But then I actually watched
I still liked it.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't their best effort. Like, I feel like the best thing out of Trigger so far has been Little Witch Academia.
See, I haven't seen the full Little Witch. I mean, it's 2 seasons in a movie, right?
2 shorts, 2 seasons of the movie. I think. I don't know. I haven't. I haven't actually watched the whole series myself, but I love the shorts. Maybe the series is actually bad, and I haven't discovered it yet. I have yet to experience the disillusionment. Why'd you go and ruin it for me, Miller? Jeez.
Bad? I haven't seen it to the end either.
That's no excuse. Okay, you've ruined it for me.
I think I've only seen the first short. Maybe it was the first season. I can't remember. All I remember is they started going down into the dungeon, and then that was the last I saw.
Whether I like it or not, I'm blaming you.
Oh my god, there's so many dudes.
That is.
I think it's time for a canonical event.
It's a lot of.
Bit.
Alright.
Warpy.
A lot of particle effects.
Ah! Seriously, the shooting bullets guy.
You could say that about him.
He's got the most powerful superpower in the world. American steel.
And guns.
The bullet shooting guy who comes out of it without a single blood stain anywhere on his person.
Whoosh.
It's like Arnold in Last Action Hero. He climbs out of the liberated carpets, and then like next scene, he's just completely he's completely back to normal.
The monsters have names, like the Og. Yeah, they all have names. Like the kamikaze guys are literally called decapitated kamikaze soldiers, I think. All the other enemies also have names. Some of them might be based off of the names of the Doom monsters they're based on.
You know, sometimes my brain comes with gibberish that's too weird to say on stream.
Not true at all. There is no gibberish. It's too weird for stream.
There is never too much. And never weird. I mean, with all the things I put in the dictionary in my lifetime, nothing tops this.
Oh boy, they're giving you all the heals and armor.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the part of the game that I stopped the first time I played this.
We just came with the green cat avatar. I started thinking that would have been funny if the dictionary had my face on it for all the weird words I made up over the years. And this one was invented by DC.
Nice.
I think the skeleton horses are called dry bones, or do I remember that wrong?
Are they? Is that?
No,
yeah.
dry bones are the things from Mario games.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Those are the skeleton Koopas.
You go back and sweep up everything just in case they don't give me. Which it seems like they might not.
They're called clear skeletons. K-L-E-E-R.
sounds like a brand name. Like you put that on your you wax your car with that or something.
The muscly guys that charge at you on all fours are called Gnars. G-N-A-A-R.
A health plus 101.
Nice.
You'll never guess what these enemies are called.
Harpy?
You're right!
Wow.
I can't believe you guessed it, Jonas.
Nice. Are you supposed to be in Cairo? Is that where
Yes.
you are? 'Cause I saw- Oh, okay.
Stick a move, guy. Stick a move. Serious Sam, stick a move. Stick a move.
It says these enemies are called
Oh wow,
Millers.
blood.
Ow.
Yeah, I don't know if a slow-moving rocket is the best enemy for flying
I was gonna
enemies.
say, yeah. That's like he's the magnum on a zombie.
Oh, are they caught on the building? They can't get over it.
Pyramid.
There's the pyramids.
The pyramids.
Okay, pyramids. Okay. I only saw one at first.
Imagine my surprise when I learned this was a relatively accurate distance from Cairo for the pyramids.
That's right.
Yeah, no, the pyramids are like extremely close to downtown. It is like, you know what's even more wild? Is there's the pyramids, there's the area around them, and there's like a street that surrounds that like surrounding area, right?
Yeah.
Guess what's on the outside of that street when you're looking like between the two pyramids?
Like
It's McDonald's.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's funny because like I was like looking at there's all the biblical sites in Israel and surrounding area. Like you imagine them being like standing on a hill, this is dusty
In the middle of nowhere, or
nothing around, and it's like you go a couple blocks away from the Garden of Gethsemane or whatever, and there's the Gethsemane Starbucks, just
Yep.
yeah.
You'll also be able to tell if people what kind of a movie you're watching if they have an image of Egypt, and if it's color coded orange or color corrected for orange, or B, if you look at the pyramids, because the pyramids, the entire city of Cairo is basically like north and east of the pyramids. If you go southwest of the pyramids, it is actually just the desert.
Right.
So what many movie makers will do if they want to make the pyramids seem ancient and mysterious and stuff is they'll point the camera southwest so you just see the pyramids with just desert behind them. Whereas if they're trying to do like, hey, this is modern day Egypt, and they're trying to do a location establishment for,
Right.
the scene they're actually filming in the LA suburbs or whatever, then they will point the camera at the pyramids facing northeast so you see all the city, and then you assume that they're in the city of Cairo. Jarkon says, I thought Mexico was this country with the orange filter.
Yeah,
there could be more than one. Also, Mexico is more yellow usually. If you want that Breaking Bad filter. It's almost like a piss yellow. You laugh, but I say that, and now you know exactly what color I'm talking about.
Oh no, I know exactly what you mean. It's like what Michael Bay would do if he had a movie in Mexico. It would just,
all of those big Hollywood actors would do that all the time in the 90s and early noughts. I say early noughts. Actually, most of the noughts and even into the 2010s.
I will be right back.
Same here, actually.
Mexico is yellow, Egypt is orange, Canada is bluish. I feel like that's just
Well, the Pacific Northwest is bluish.
Yeah. Britain is gray. Hey, you know what's funny about that is you don't need to color correct for it. Britain just is gray. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not enough room in this town for both of us, partner.
Where are you supposed to hit it? Oh, do you have to hit it when it's beaming stuff down? So, okay, do you see that one hole that just opened up on its left shoulder? That's where you gotta hit it, I think.
I don't even
There
know.
you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So when it's dropping enemies off, you gotta shoot the, like, opening.
Yep.
It's actually kind of similar to the UFOs in EDF.
Now here's the question. Do you have to use the rocket launcher?
Oh, this gives me a lot of rockets.
Yeah.
Probably not, but...
I mean, it's definitely the optimal weapon, not gonna lie.
Cranium says, "Ah, yes, the boss I had to look out to beat because it didn't seem it was taking damage from anything." I forget how strong my gamer sense can be, where I can just kind of intuit things that maybe are not as clear to other people.
Back. Big chip.
It also makes it troublesome time when I'm trying to design things, and I'm just like, yeah, you just do this to show the player how they're supposed to do it. It's easy, they'll understand it. And then you go and do playtests, and nobody gets it, and you're like, oh.
I have no idea how many I need to unload on it.
Seems like 3 for each port.
So you've got a handheld weapon and you're going to disable the spaceship. Nice.
By shooting it in multiple different weak points.
Ow.
You know, if we had an AC-130 and it got hit by like 20 RPGs, yeah, I would also think it would explode.
Alright, fair enough.
Now, could a RPG reach an AC-130? Probably not. A, because of how much higher it is than this ship, and B, because of how much faster it's moving.
Right.
Oh, my fictional belief of guns is being ruined.
Yeah, 3 seems to be the magic number.
I mean,
Who
I'm
would
not
have guessed?
I'm not super big. I just, every once in a while I have to put a lampshade on. I mean, other than that, this game is perfectly realistic.
Haven't you guys learned anything about fiction?
Every game needs to be perfectly realistic all the time. If you do anything unrealistic in a game, then it should be banned because that's unrealistic and that's not okay.
No, have you seen Independence Day, right?
No.
You haven't seen Independence
I
Day?
know of it, but I've not like watched the movie end to end.
Oh man, I really want to like spoil something at the end for you, but maybe I should like.
I mean, I'm not gonna see it.
That
at
movie's
this point.
like 30 years old now. Come on.
I'll get back. Now at the climax of the movie, Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith's characters managed to disable the alien ship by uploading
a virus. Yeah.
yeah. And I remember at the time thinking, "Damn, they're so cool that they could do that." That's some real programming expertise.
Wow, that tells you how old this game is.
I didn't even see what joke did he say.
All your base air belong to us, motherfucker.
Oh god.
They're escalating.
Rick, how dare you swear in
Sorry,
street?
just thinking out loud. The scientists were able to decipher a map. Apparently, there's another Syrian chamber beneath the Great Pyramid. The map calls the pyramid the tomb that hides a tomb.
Ah, mumbo jumbo, my favorite.
Here's the weird thing. There's no direct way in. The map just shows this isolated bubble. The words on it say, "The Sphinx is the key." Whatever that means.
I think it means the Sphinx is the key. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to blow up a big stone kitty.
Sam, the scientists are almost
How
positive we
dare
can
you?
figure out a solution.
Tell them I already thought of one.
Sam, you can't blow it up. It's a priceless artifact.
Yeah, Sam, I'll be mad at you.
Sam, this is ridiculous.
I'm literally the only guy who got in here. I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
Historical, Marks be damned.
Now's the part where we shoot the Sphinx and then it stands up and starts fighting us.
Yes.
Solve that riddle yet?
Not quite. We've translated one of the lines, but we still don't have a solution.
What's it say?
It says the true riddle of the Sphinx has many questions, but only one answer.
Is that supposed to help?
It's the best we have right now.
How comforting.
It has many kinds of questions, but the only answer it needs is violence.
The answer is boom.
Chat's being violent.
Alright. That is violent. That's what
Violence isn't the answer, violence is the question, and the answer is yes.
It's because Rick's being violent. He's being a bad example to all the kids at home.
You know what? This is what all those senators were warning us about in the late 80s. These video games are teaching us to be violent. Clearly, there's absolutely no distance between what we're doing in a video game and what will happen in real life.
True. I mean, people are going out and shooting real aliens and beating them up with sledgehammers and
only they existed.
pulling out their eyeballs. And...
Well,
Mask says, could Jonas pull an Napoleon and take the Sphinx's nose off? I'm not playing! And no, I probably couldn't.
Hold on. That's not a question, that was a poll. So now chat gets to decide. But Jonas pull into the podium and take the Sphinx's nose. Yes, no, or jeez!
he's not. Giving Jonas the heart.
I don't want to hurt the Sphinx.
Every vote.
Chat, don't listen to him. You know what the truth is in your heart.
Also, if I do this, do I have to wear Napoleon's outfit? Because that sounds dumb.
Yes, you have to wear a Napoleon outfit and you need to have terrible eating habits. And
Well, I got that part down.
and you have to be a little pissant. And
I got that part down too.
No, Jonas!
Ah, you're back. Okay.
And it's never gonna stay in one spot.
Come on, give us the
You
lockdown.
need like the lock-on upgrade or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure I will get one at some point.
He needs lock-on technology.
Unless
Or the what Half-Life 2 had with the laser director.
Yeah.
actually, somehow my Unreal sense of tingling. Can you hold it in to lock on them?
No.
No. Okay.
Was Napoleon 5 too? God, teeny little guy.
There's a reason it's called the Napoleon Complex.
And you blew yourself up.
Oh wait, you know what I just realized, chat?
Let's see what else we got.
It's Friday.
Yes.
Oktoberfest.
It's Fat Skunk Friday. You
Can
fucking
you put the
losers.
volume adjuster for those on the thing too?
Yes.
Because they're significantly louder than the other ones.
Okay.
Mivix did some cute art of her and Rage and I have to share it. It's an off topic. It's so cute.
Okay. I hear one of those walkers.
What's with all the head pad spam? Is Rick something cute? Let's see. Hold on.
It's a skunk. I said it's Fat Skunk Friday.
Oh, so you... Did the stream freeze? Oh. There it goes.
And chat's just giving all of the love for Skunk. Chat, you know what this means I get to do? I get to do audio balancing. Yay.
What? Why? Oh, you mean for the app?
Yes, because Rick said the trash sound is too loud.
Hmm.
Tremors? Yep, that's a worm.
Excuse me? That's a graboid. Copyright.
Friend who has encyclopedic knowledge of the Tremors movies, and he will happily talk to you off about them.
Funny thing is, I tried to get like encyclopedia kind of mind going, but if it turns out it was just the first movie, I basically couldn't stop watching.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the first movie. I have not seen the sequels.
I've seen the sequels. They were okay.
We should really be this surprised to know that I have not seen any of the Tremors movies.
Miller, I can't believe you.
Alright, would Jonas pull a Napoleon and take the Sphinx's nose? With 54% of the vote, Jeez wins.
Okay.
There you go.
I would like you to know that not a single person voted no.
No actual ancient wonders of the world were harmed in the making of this poll. I felt the need to attach that disclaimer just in case, you know, any ancient Egyptian curses were levied upon me. Don't need those. Okay, just saying. I don't need like Imhotep coming to kick my ass. Though if he did, I'd be ready for him.
I've not watched either movie, but I still love the idea that Tremors is a sequel to Footloose.
Oh my God.
Or no, other way around. Footloose is the sequel to Tremors. Kevin Bacon plays the same character in both movies. You know, they outlawed dancing because they didn't want to attract the graboids.
Makes perfect sense to me.
You keep your foot in the ground, you're coming down under. You need more movies where there's just too laid back candid and that was part of the charm of the original, I gotta admit. I loved Brett Ward and Kevin Bacon's acting together. They were beautiful. The old man Stark versus the young man Stark.
Ron Rab says, if you walk without rhythm, you won't attract the worm. The first time I ever heard that line was in a Fatboy Slim song, and for years, I didn't know what the hell it meant. I just thought they were just being random. And then, like, I finally saw David Lynch's doing it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, fat. Okay.
Yeah. Then, of course, somebody on YouTube made a Dune video using that song and rather cleverly cut scenes from the movies.
I don't like those sounds.
don't like any of the sounds in these games. All the sounds are murdery. They make me sad. Sad now, Rick. Sad. Hot Sauce Fiend says they're like the
Don't we all?
Also, Hot Sauce Fiend, I'm obliged to ask because of your name. Hottest sauce you've tried? I've had ghost pepper hot sauce. That's about my upper limit.
Is the bomb hotter than that?
The bomb beyond insanity. Let me see. I think it is. Let me find out. Ghost peppers are 1 million Scovilles. The bomb beyond insanity is 135,600 Scoville units, which is sort of like habanero-ish. So no. House Fiend says, I've eaten ghost peppers. You've eaten ghost peppers. Okay. All right. Respect. Growing his own.
You fool.
Growing my own peppers. Very nice. I have never grown my own peppers because I don't have any room to. Also, I'd probably be bad at it because I tend to have the opposite of a green thumb. Whatever that's called. A brown thumb? No, that sounds bad. Yeah, don't like that. But,
Growing
yeah,
any other herbs, says Astaroth?
Oh yeah, dude, you know I love growing that oregano. Oh, that's so good oregano, man.
That's good basil. I put that shit all over my pasta. Fuck. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school.
Drugs? What are you talking about? We're not talking about drugs.
Yeah, it's true. We're just talking about wholesome culinary action.
Come after me, I dare you.
Quiet, Dracon. But yeah, I've eaten habaneros. I've never eaten a ghost pepper. I don't know if I can handle that. That might actually be bad for me. I would love to grow herbs. My dad grew herbs for years. I love fresh basil. I love fresh basil. Okay, I like.
Fresh basil's good.
Yeah, I'll get some at farmer's market and just make like fresh pesto and olive oil. But
You're making a lot of sounds there, and I'm not quite sure what they are.
those are the sounds of raccoons enjoying pasta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how it works. Servers X32 says, Game Club, I love the series. Burt Gummer is the kind of crazy I want to be one day.
I think a lot of people wish to be crazy as Bert sometimes. It's funny. It's funny too when you look back at a lot of horror movies, but he's the only guy with the guns in the series that seems to pretty much survive, and he gets the point his guns to good use. I think I'm trying to think what series actually get away with that. I think Aliens 2 did it, or Aliens, I should say. Let me see what else. Aliens. Predators, yeah, actually. Alien Predators, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, that's me.
Yo, I heard you like dudes, so we put more dudes.
Toad. Toad.
Yo.
Hey, grab boys.
Dope.
Hey, Toad.
Dope.
15 Ricks? That's as many as 4 10s, and that's terrible.
Fun fact: Fear Study 2 takes its scenery in
Pick up a key card.
and a desert town. Wouldn't feel out of place with Tremors.
Did they ever do like Tremors 5? The Graboids take Manhattan or anything like that? Like, did they ever like come to the city?
I think it was Graboid Island. Let me see.
Like, did they ever like get in the sewers and do the whole like popping out of manholes to eat people? Kind of deal?
I don't think they did. Which, honestly, they wouldn't be able to unless they evolved to do that. Which I know they did that a couple times in the series. But
I know. I mean, it makes even less sense than the Graboids as a core concept. But I feel like that was a thing, with sequels. Like, we've gone through all the permutations. Let's just put it in Manhattan. New Yorkers will never expect this coming. Oh, hey, it's Jason.
I mean, yeah, that was Gremlins 2.
Yep. And one of the Friday 13th movies, and I think didn't they do that with Nightmare on Elm Street too? Maybe I'm wrong. And Poltergeist 3.
I hear they're doing that with the new Scream movie coming out.
Yeah. What could be more terrifying?
Mike B. back is rating with the party at 65.
Oh,
wow.
Hello. Wow, hi.
Yeah.
Welcome, Mike B. back. What were you playing?
Hello, Mike the microphone. I know you.
Let's do a little shout out.
I remember listening to your music in your pony days.
Oh, whoops.
God, that was a lifetime ago.
There we go. Yeah. Everybody go follow Mike Feedback. They're a good critter in the good bits. And they're playing this and nothing. We were talking about one earlier.
Yeah, we'll probably do Lethal Company at some point.
I still can't believe that Lethal Company was coded by a people with a face.
It was coded by a people. They have a face.
when you said
The collective has one.
Oh.
One ticket, please.
I was gonna say it was coded by a furry, but my brain's like, no. Anyway, hello.
Anyway, hello, Raiders.
Hello,
This
Raiders.
is the Rick Griffin stream. He is the Rick Griffin.
He is, and he does a good job tolerating all of us babbling.
Our commentary fuels him with house pets.
We do fun sort of podcasty variety stream here where there's a rotating cast of people who come in and out, and we just sort of blab while Rick plays something.
And it frequently gets kind of absurd.
Oh, definitely absurd. Speaking of which, when you were talking about the makes the game with his face thing, suddenly I'm thinking someone just sniffs or licks the game into existence.
Definitely.
Gilmon sniffs the fridge. He's game born.
Also, here we have a VTuber character who is interactive. Rick is not usually a skunk, he just is at the moment. If you want to interact with the character yourself, you can use the channel redeems. You could see, or the different commands you can see there under help.
Oh, I'm gonna do random. Let me do random.
And that's random.
Here we go.
It's a badger.
But yeah, long-term viewers get to use those channel points to turn west into all sorts of interesting critters. And do all sorts of other things too. Like... Oh, he's on.
That's
Fine.
it's on cooldown. You can like do it every couple of minutes.
Boo.
It's hammer time.
There are also secret forms.
There are secret forms.
Just like the secret menu. Except...
Not gonna tell you what they are though, because then they wouldn't be a secret.
Exactly.
Be careful with that, Rick. You're gonna kill yourself.
Yep.
Oh,
Like that.
rough.
Yeah, that was gonna happen. That's
What was the very first secret form? No, what was the first secret form?
That one? You know, the one that was first.
I don't actually remember. It was like a million years ago.
Says, wasn't it bird? Yes, yes, it was bird. I think it was bird, and then it was Yeen,
Nice.
and then it was Netflix.
you're just gonna tell them all of them, huh?
Well, now they're gonna run through them.
Alright. I didn't think you were the spoiler type.
There was just a bunch of guys playing co-op. I
Plus,
didn't
I'm
know-
only saying the ones they've already seen and they know about. I'm definitely not gonna tell them the ones they haven't seen yet.
Yeah, like that one. And, you know, the other one. Huh?
Yeah,
Eyebrow waggle. Huh?
you guys will never find the one that Jonas drew.
Mm-hmm. Wait, did I draw one?
I don't know. Did you?
I don't know. Did I? Hmm.
Did he?
Yeah. You just have to go through every word in the English language, and then maybe you'll find it. Maybe.
Watch the Super Cold BGs.
Simon says knowing Jonas, the activation phrase is gibberish. I don't know what you're filming.
Clickety clackety. Be safe, Allie. Oh, that was easy.
Genus art forms would be triggered by words not in any language. True.
My words are all English. They just haven't gotten around to adding the dictionary yet because they're too awesome. The committee is like, we don't know what to do with these.
And GC took up most of
You're
it.
too ahead of your time, just like Shakespeare was. Whereas a person, what was it? Like a person might be happy to add 1, maybe 2 words to the dictionary, and Shakespeare added like 800 words to the dictionary.
Are we absolutely sure?
No, we're not.
No, it's the same reason we don't really know which ones he actually wrote, or which plays he actually wrote.
Because I mean, I've heard that thrown around a lot, but I'm thinking like, okay, if he actually, like, hold on, let me pull up the list.
It's hard to separate the myth from the man.
I mean, if let's see, what do we got here? Dwindle, lackluster, swagger, uncomfortable, unearthly, unreal. Like, okay, the unwords. Okay, I could buy that. Like maybe they weren't in, you know, in parlance, in common parlance, and people were like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Sure, on this, but like lackluster, like nobody would. Well, okay. Let me find one that really would like if somebody said dwindle for the first time in Henry IV, and no one had ever heard that before. No one would know what the hell it meant.
Yeah, dwindle's a bit of a unique one. Lackluster, you could understand what it means. It's
Like-
just, it's a portmanteau.
Yeah, but dwindle sounds like some Dr. Seuss shit. I feel like that had to be in you know, like it would completely take me out of the experience of the narrative if somebody was like, blah, 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 dwindle.
Yes, because Shakespeare works for such highbrow
Okay,
entertainment.
look.
I think that's honestly probably what a lot of it is his was the first time that those words and phrases and things were, like, written in a way that got preserved. Because I'm sure a lot of those words were being used by lower class English citizenry of that time, but, like, none of them were being written down. They were only known as being orated words.
That I could believe.
Shakespeare was the first one to put them to paper. Or at least the first one that then became preserved.
Right.
Again, there might have been lower class people who wrote those words in like letters or something, but like none of that stuff got remembered or preserved for posterity's sake. Seth Fiend says we need a modern day Shakespeare to preserve words like Riz. I mean, isn't that just the, like Merriam-Webster today? They keep adding new words.
Where does Riz come from?
Probably rap slang.
Apparently it was a YouTuber who first came up with it 2 years ago. It was believed to be short for charisma, but the said YouTuber denies this.
Yeah, that sounds like a back explanation.
Why have none of my awesome work gone on?
I don't know, Jonas. Maybe you just need to save them more, and then we'll be able to catch on to them.
Okay. Your wish is my command.
So, Jonas, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling downright flabbergasted. No, you said it wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Would you like to correct me?
No.
Okay.
Ugh. Okay.
It's just running? It's just running before you get boxed in.
Okay.
I'm like, standing at the end of a tunnel, which is only one path in and out, is not how you be victorious in most first-person shooters. You almost always want a direction to kite in.
Ow.
Oof.
Stop moving! You're not supposed to be fast.
I love how you pull out the hammer when the kamikaze's running at you, and I'm just like, I don't think that's it, Chief.
No, probably not.
By the way, we just hit.
Excuse you, my clock says 11:59 still. Me.
Maybe that's how it is, you know, on your Texas time while you're eating your Texas toast. You Texan. Take that.
How dare you? I'm gonna go cry into my Texan iced tea. While I eat my Texan Bucky's barbecue into my Texan Whataburger fries while I have my Texan DQ.
Gonna need more than
Now I'm
just this.
hungry again. Damn it.
Got him.
Ow.
I like their tumble animation that they have for the cows. That's pretty good.
Those are cows.
Well, they're alien cows, but like he says, when you kill them, he'll say like, hamburger.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Uh-oh. That's not a good life total.
Not letting me back out, so...
See, this is why Doom 2016 has the push forward gameplay thing of healing off of enemies you melee kill. So you don't get into this situation where it's just correct to run away from everything.
Enemy graboid.
Wow.
Wow, Frederick, what a bop command.
Good job, Fed. Why does it do that, Miller?
Because it's supposed to be if you want to bop multiple people, you like say bop and then one person's name and then another person's name, and then it's gonna add an at in front of each person's name. But it doesn't check whether those are actually names, so all it does is it just splits the words up and then adds an at in front of each of them.
Couldn't you pull the channel list and compare it or something?
Probably, but that sounds like work.
Also, I'm picturing a skit right now where Federick's
I
going,
need more
"Crew,
than just
you
this."
guys, it's midnight time."
Yeah, see,
Crew,
I'm imagining the like collapse in between them. Crew, you, die. It's midnight. Go to sleep forever.
See, but like, I get how like on social media that's supposed to be like for emphasis, but when you do it like this, it sounds like go team. Give me an R. Give me an O. Give me an O. What's that spell? Roo.
Crew.
Roo Croo. Point to the Roo
Ashley
Croo.
says Miller
And we're-
cheerleader mode. Miller in a skirt when? Well, I guess you gotta draw it.
No, Rick's got to draw it. Come on.
We need some summer vibes to heat up our souls in this cold, dead winter.
That's a mood. Miller in a skirt, but it's got to be just the skirt, nothing else.
I mean,
With the bubble butt hanging out, like.
oh. I was gonna say, I'm like, on a bird, is that really much of an issue if it's just the skirt? On a Rito especially, they wear usually just like a caress and that's it.
That's a fun word.
Only skirt, no Miller? Yes,
Okay,
it's just
yeah.
a skirt on the screen. There's nobody in it.
Not yet.
Then you
skirt-
just have a clothing advertisement.
The skirt always finds its mistress. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm saying at this point. Play it.
Either you have a clothing advertisement or you have an invisible character. Ashley said this cold, dead winter of 80 degrees. Well, okay, no, Texas is a funny place, but, you know...
It does
still
get-
winter.
I mean, doesn't it, like, during the ice storms, it can get pretty cold, right?
Yeah, but that's usually like January, February, March is when it gets the coldest.
Yeah. It's supposed to be mild where we are
Okay,
this
Quinn.
winter.
I've
but-
raised the Sphinx. Tell me you have this thing solved.
I'll
Not
believe it
just
when I see
yet.
it. It seems like every
I
other
think we're
year
close, though.
Close don't
it's
do me
just
much
crazy
good.
snow.
Sounds like it's time for Plan B.
Sam,
And
for
by
God's
crazy,
sake,
I
it's
mean
one
like
of
a
the
few feet.
Earth's oldest artifacts.
Okay, so I'll blow it the hell up really carefully.
Do you want to undo all the work we've done?
Hey, feel free to keep looking for answers. I'll keep looking for dynamite.
How dare you blow up a kitty?
Rick's just like, my turn to go, and spray and pray.
I try to believe it's snow and 50 Celsius this October. You're up in like Scandinavia or somewhere, aren't you? Because I know you're on Euro time. And yeah.
It's funny, when I've seen people talk about like Texas weather and what other places in the world it might be like, there's only one place I've seen described as having very similar weather to Texas,
What's that?
and that's southern Japan.
Interesting.
It is very hot and humid there.
Doesn't the weather in Texas kind of depend on where you are in Texas? Because like, that's a big ass.
It can. If you're along the coast, then yeah, it's gonna be a lot more moist and rainy and stuff. Like, Houston is very similar to Seattle, where it technically rains almost every day out of the year, but usually it's, you know, like 15 minutes. And people just kind of ignore it.
Boom.
But if you're in, like, Amarillo or El Paso, then you're just in the middle of the Mojave.
Wait, do you pronounce it Amarillo, not Amarillo?
Yes. The color is Amarillo. The city is Amarillo.
Really? Okay.
That's how I understand it. Simon Tesla says that's not how I describe Seattle rain. How would one describe Seattle rain then, Jonas?
It can be heavy. It depends. Really depends on the time.
Still gonna need a few more.
If you're out on the Olympic Peninsula, you can get like 100
Think
inches
it's
a
gonna
year.
take just a few more charges.
Oh, I see. You need a much more precisely placed them.
Apparently.
Quinn, your egghead solved that riddle yet? Plan B is good to go.
Just a few more minutes.
Take your
Nope.
time. Time for Plan B. 10 sticks of dynamite, $400. Blowing up one of mankind's oldest artworks, priceless.
This also tells you how old it is.
Thanks.
It
What
just
the hell are
cuts.
you doing? This is
Hold, please. Man's gotta know when to screen his calls.
Oh, look.
Oh, well, that was necessary, I guess.
Oh, hey, look, it's Lethal Company.
I'll have to save that for another time.
Oh, fuck.
The stream's over. That would be hilarious for Shelby. It's like, oh, fuck, the stream's over.
Thanks everyone for coming out and watching our stream, hanging out, and thanks for the raiders and everyone else coming on in. We'll be sending that love along to Duper, who's playing Star Fox Adventures.
And we will see you next time.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Have
your
a nice weekend.
Have a good night,
Enjoy your-
everybody.
Good.
Bye-bye.
night.